Setting rotor end clearances. This Ro-Flo repair video demonstrates the process of setting the rotor end clearance on a Ro-Flo low-pressure compressor. The end clearance is the set distance between the end of the rotor and the machined surface of the cylinder head on each end of the compressor. Properly set end clearance prevents the rotor from contacting the cylinder head during normal operation. The end clearance should be checked anytime the compressor is disassembled and reset anytime the bearings are replaced. Axial movement of the rotor is stopped when the shoulder of the bearing inner race comes in contact with the bearing rollers in the outer race. Placing shims in the bearing bore behind the bearing outer race will move this contact point further outboard, allowing the end of the rotor to move closer to the cylinder head, thus decreasing the end clearance. How to set end clearance. With both cylinder heads and gaskets mounted, bearings in place, and the seal adapter and end cover removed, push the rotor assembly to contact the A head. Set a dial indicator on the non-drive end of the rotor to 0. Then push the rotor towards the B head until it makes contact. The dial indicator reading is your total rotor float. Then return the rotor assembly to the opposite side so the dial indicator again shows 0. Install and properly torque the seal adapter. This will move the rotor away from the A head. The dial indicator reading is your current A side end clearance, which will be greater than the allowable amount. A table listing the correct end clearances for each Ro-Flo compressor model is shown in the operation manual. To reduce the end clearance, remove the seal adapter and bearing outer race and add shims. Again, push the rotor against the A head so the dial indicator reads 0. Reinstall the bearing outer race and seal adapter. The correct amount of shim will result in an indicator reading that is within the end clearance range shown in the manual. This process is then repeated on the other end of the compressor using the end cover. This concludes the Ro-Flo training video. Please check out the other training videos on our website, and remember that performing routine maintenance on your Ro-Flo compressor will keep it operating smoothly for years to come.